Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl AyoJ, known as AyoJ. If you are a newcomer to my channel, thank you for coming. I don't really post, so you should subscribe and put the bell on and like this video because I don't even post that much. So if you're subscribing, you're just subscribing, you know, like just being nice. If you are a regular, welcome back. Thank you for coming. You already know how my personality is and you already know how I am and how I barely post. But I'm back today and I decided to do a chit chat and makeup tutorial all in one. This is just gonna be an everyday makeup look. With the flow today, we're just chilling today and having a good time. It is 4:52, so I want to try and finish my makeup on time so I could go outside and take pictures. I also did want to talk about something serious that's going on, which is the Black Lives Matter movement and the coronavirus. These are things that are going around all over. These are things that are occurring all over the world right now. So I did want to discuss that, but I just want to talk to you guys about what's going on with the Black Lives Matter movement. There have been so many protests and petitions and police brutality. This is caused by police brutality all over the world, especially in America, where I'm from. And I just want to talk about, I hope you guys are safe right now, especially during this pandemic. I hope things are going well for you and that your family is fine and that you as an individual are fine mentally and physically. I hope you guys are wearing masks and gloves and have hand sanitizer and wash your hands frequently, whether you're going out or staying in. Still take care of yourself, you know. But anyways, I just want to say thank you for all the essential workers right now out. I also did want to touch on what's going on. Police brutality has been something major for many years. So, you know, now is the time that many of us want to fight for what's right and protest and sign petitions and donate. So I'm going to link some things down below. If you know me and you stay in my town, I am holding a a protest. I'm holding a protest for the Black Lives Matter movement with somebody that I know, a friend of mine. So if you know me already, you know my socials, so go find them. But I am going to link my socials down below. I just did want to also say that during this Black Lives Matter movement, I hope that you are checking in on your black friends. Whether you are black or you're another ethnicity or race, I just hope that you guys are checking in on your friends. This is an ideal and crucial time that we're going through. And I'm just praying for all of you out here. I'm praying for restoration and peace and silence for your spirits and your minds right now and your bodies. I really do pray that God does a wonder for our world, especially during these times. But yes, also I want to touch on, if anybody knows any black businesses, any black person's businesses, drop them in the comments or DM them to me on my socials, because you know, baby, I'm very interested in investing in these businesses. One company that I'm going to talk about today is Clean Beauty. Clean Beauty, I actually have a friend on campus who made this brand, and it is beautiful. I just got their lip glosses, but they have so many things. They have cleansers, they have body scrubs, they have body shimmers, and she's a great person. She's such a good businesswoman. This is her second business, so y'all go and support her. I also have another friend, Gabby, who does lashes, so if you guys could support that. That is all right now for my intro. I know it's been a long intro and talk. Also follow my business. I do hair, and I'm introducing something new in the next couple, I'll say months, I don't know, but yes. So today we're gonna just do a chit chat makeup tutorial on just my everyday makeup look, and yeah, that's it. Subscribe, like, and put the bell on. Like I said, I barely post, so it would do you no harm if you just subscribe, liked, and hit the bell, so that whenever I do post, you get that notification. But yes, and I hope you signed a petition today. If you didn't sign a petition, then something's wrong. Sign a petition and tell your white friends to not be silent. Let's get into this video. I already put a serum on my face, and I already put my Fenty Beauty primer. This is what I use. Here's the primer that I use. So after I put on my primer and stuff, I usually just do my eyebrows, and I just use this L'Oreal Paris Infallible black brown color eyebrow thing. I don't really use too much for my eyebrows. I just love doing my eyebrows, so I have to make sure that it's a good color. I actually learned that I could do black, the shade black, and I could also use the shade brown, but I just use black brown because in between. So this is a chit chat. I'm not sure what to talk about. I'm just happy because I actually have something to do. I stay in the house 24/7. I feel like I get overwhelmed really easily. So if you're thinking about doing a YouTube, or if you're in the, if you're upset right now, or maybe you feel like you have some good ideas, make a YouTube channel. It's so fun. Or at least make a video. It's really fun to do. Editing is a headache, but everything else is pretty nice to do. Right here, I'm just like lining my brow, which you guys already, well, some of y'all already know that, I guess. You know, there's not really a lot of things going on in my life. I feel like I just have been getting overwhelmed really like a lot lately. And I catch myself getting angry too, which I'm trying to control through prayers, because that's the only thing that can really control me, prayer. Usually whenever I do my brows on camera, they never work out like this, so I'm kind of shook right now. Well, okay, it looks messy, but they always look better anyways. They always look better when I'm done. So I'm not even finna worry about this. Also, if you know me on this channel, you guys know that I never have a background. So this is actually kind of cool. I'm going to be using these next 3 products. I use this orange color corrector on my dark spots, as you can see, which I'm trying to work on. Then I also use the LA Pro Conceal in the shade Beautiful Bronze for my brows as well, and concealer. And then I also recently got the Fenty Beauty Concealer in the shade 440. So, and I love this too. I feel like it's a little more warm for me, but I still like how it makes my face look. So I mix these both together. As soon as I found out that we had to leave campus because of Corona, I immediately was like, you know, I need to work on my skin or my body. And you know, I'm lazy. Well, some of y'all know I'm lazy, so I'm a lazy person and I don't really like to work out, but I did do a little bit of workouts. But you know, I decided I want to work on my skin. School really stressed me out to the point where my skin was just breaking out, and my relationships were all stressing me out too. I felt like a lot of things were building up. I feel like I was bringing upon a lot of stress for myself. You know? So I decided that I needed to fix my skin. And I started with Curology. I saw a lot of people recommending Curology on my Instagram page, and I even asked, I have a Finsta, and I asked my Finsta what would help. Or maybe it was my Twitter, I don't remember, but I asked somewhere, and people were like, Curology. And you know what, I'm gonna insert a tiny picture of how my skin looked before I used Curology. Hey guys, just please take a look. Gross. Because it's a major difference. Like, it definitely cleared up my forehead. It didn't take away as much as my dark spots, but it definitely took away my dark spots on my forehead. My forehead was the biggest problem area that I feel like I've had all my life. Like, ever since I started getting acne, my forehead has always been the major problem. Now it's shifted to my cheeks, but you know, we're taking it one step at a time. It takes like, what, 2 months before your skin starts to actually work, or maybe like a month. So I'm not pressuring myself, you know, with things going on. I'm not really gonna pressure myself. My skin has been clearing up. So after that, after I finished Curology, which I finished about in a month and a couple days, maybe a month and like 10 days, I really rationed it because I knew I was gonna finish it, and I didn't have proper products. So I started using The Ordinary. I used The Ordinary 2% AHA or BHA. I'll link it down below what I use. The red thing that looks kind of like blood. And then I also use the serum, which is which has niacinamide and zinc in it also. So that serum actually really helps. And I also recently started using this Paula Choice chemical exfoliator, and it has 2% BHA in it. And honestly, that one right there is probably my favorite so far. It makes my face feel very good. I love The Ordinary as well, but you know, that red thing really burns my face, and I hate things that make me feel like that. So I did decide that I wanted to what's it called, I got CeraVe. At first I was gonna get Cetaphil, but then I was like, why would I get Cetaphil? Okay, well, some people it works for, but I feel like, because knowing my skin, I have normal skin, but I know that my skin would F up if I got Cetaphil. So I decided to get CeraVe. I got the foaming facial cleanser, and I got the daily moisturizer by CeraVe. I also got sunscreen. So let me talk about some sunscreen real quick. I used to use Supergoop face sunscreen. Supergoop, the brand, face sunscreen, and SPF 50, and that worked so good. So good. And I wanted to get it again, but I was like, you know, it's a little pricey. So I decided that I was gonna just get something in my price range, which was CeraVe, and it's drugstore, bought it from the store, whereas Super Goop you have to buy them online, like from Sephora. And you know, both of them have worked really amazingly for me, except since I use the CeraVe sunscreen, I just got a SPF 30. I actually got that one on Amazon, but I recently went to the store and I saw it in stores. So if I would have looked harder, I would have found it. But anyways, that's beside the point. Okay, I'm back. Wet my beauty blender, getting situated again. But I don't even remember what I was talking about. I started rambling, so I decided to edit this part out. But enjoy me blending out my eyebrows. So this brush, I'm not sure where I got this brush with the beauty blender, is Real Techniques Beauty Blender. You know, you could get that from Target or probably Ulta too. So everything that I'm using in this video, I used in my last video, or is by Fenty. So everything's pretty much by Fenty or Morphe in this video, including the brushes. So I'm just gonna go in with my spoolie and brush. This is usually the time, whenever I brush, this is usually the time that I go back and I fix my little airs. I'm very picky on how my eyebrows look. I used to do them so bad, and like I feel like nobody told me because everybody was just starting makeup, so I don't blame them for not telling me. Also, I haven't had my eyebrows done at all, and I've been thinking about it. The more I've been growing them out, like, well, they haven't really grown out, but the more I've been in quarantine, the more I'm just like, bro, I need to get these joints done. Like, the way they be looking, atrocious.org, y'all. So the next thing I'm gonna go in with is the color corrector. This is orange corrector. Neutralizes dark tones, just in case you didn't know what it does. So I'm just putting on my dark spots. Talking about dark spots and makeup, I've heard that some people use milk of magnesia still. I remember when that was a trend, and I still see some beauty MUAs use it, and I'm like, does it actually work? I mean, it looks flawless, but how does it feel on your skin, you know? Milk of magnesia has no smell, actually. So I'm gonna blend this out, but yeah, I want to try milk of magnesia. I don't know if I will, but yeah. Okay, so I blended out my color corrector. Now I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty foundation in the shade 450. It's the Pro Filter one. This is not the hydrating one, this is the mattifying, but I heard that the hydrating one is good, actually. Some people were saying that Miss Fenty should have came out with this before. I'm gonna use the Morphe flat brush, foundation brush, just for my forehead and everything. This brush does something to my spirit. This is just a neutral, natural type of look. Ooh, see. I like to spend time on my makeup, and I feel like I haven't spent proper time on it just because of a lot of things going on. I feel like I've been so busy doing nothing, but like for some reason I still feel busy. Don't like taking calls, don't like really speaking on the phone no more. Everything that I used to do is just becoming dead to me. Do you guys see how this melts into my skin though? Let's talk about it. Let's actually talk about it, because I also decided to overlay this because I was rambling and it was just kind of like pointless talking. So enjoy this. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Okay, period. Maybe I don't look that different to you, but do you see some dark spots? Cause I sure don't. Okay. So now I'm going to go in with just contouring and concealing. I'm gonna do both of those. Somebody told me that it's better to go like this and then this and then this when you're concealing. So I don't know why I just did that, but let's just pretend. I also conceal my smile lines just a little bit, not too much because I don't like it cakey. And I don't conceal my forehead, but I'm gonna add some on my nose. I also don't contour my nose. I love my black nose, and making it smaller is just like, you know, something I don't want to do. Why did I start doing hair? Good question. Oh my gosh, thank you for asking. I actually just played around doing hair for a while, and I did my friend's hair for the first time, my friend Kianka. I did her hair. I did my own hair for the longest time, but I did her hair, like just cornrows, and then I did another girl's hair, and they didn't pay me. It was just like, whatever, just doing hair. And then I was in college, and my parents were like, you know, you should start doing hair. A lot, not even just my parents, like everybody told me to start doing hair. Like, I wasn't even the best at it, but I've worked up like really, really, really good, like technique, which is something that I really wanted to attain. Like, I wanted to learn how to get better at it. But also, something I do want to talk about is college freshman advice. Let me tell you some college freshman advice, because I told myself I was going to do a video on it, but will I? No. So, you know, as a freshman, I feel like when I came in, I didn't really have too many friends, but that's everybody. But I did meet my friends along the way, my friend Nadia and my roommates. And I met a lot of people, and it was honestly really, really like nice knowing that I met people at orientation and that they were still around. So it was nice. And then you also meet people on campus. I stayed in one of the nicest dorms on my campus, which was great. I didn't even expect that, because I just did not even expect that. But yeah, I'm gonna use this. I was gonna wait, but I'm gonna use this. But yeah, I didn't expect to make friends. I was in a relationship. Well, technically not until January, but still was loyal. Y'all, I think I messed up. I'm just gonna pat it over here, because the way that it's looking right over. I'm gonna put some over here and then over here. Sometimes whenever it looks a little too ashy, I just go in with something else to fix it. So I might have to do that this time. Y'all, this video is going everywhere, but anyways, so I actually did end up making friends and stuff. I was focused on my relationship and focused on academics. Actually, I was focused on academics. I just didn't know how the college academic life was until I ended up being on academic probation, which was not fun, but that's a different conversation. Today, I'm going to be using this palette. This is the Artistry Palette with this many colors. I don't know what look I'm going to do. I'm going to start with this brush. Not sure where I got this brush. It was probably a gift, but anyways. I was really focused on my relationship. Didn't really have time for, like, my relationships with people. I mean, didn't have time for academics, but I also did have time for academics, and I still was bad at it. So that was sad. Freshman year, let's talk, if you are class of 2019, let's talk about how we literally went home all the time, because there was always something. The amount of breaks was intense, and the amount of, like, the weather was really always, like, messing up. So something would happen where we would have to go home, at least for my school and my friends' schools, neighboring schools as well. So yeah, that was I went home a lot, and I was also nearby, and my boyfriend, he went to, or he lived in my hometown, so, or he lives in my hometown. So I'm using the shade, by the way. I'm using the shade Power Slayer. She's a purple girl. She's a purple girl, if you can't see. You're not going to be the best at everything. I feel like I didn't have an ideal freshman year, but it was also really boring for me, because I love college, by the way, but it was really boring because I just stayed in my room all the time, because I didn't have much to do. Like, I didn't have energy to go out. I feel like mentally I was really drained, especially my second semester, before we left for because of Corona. So you know, just take it easy, and remember that not everything's gonna come easy to you. I'm not good at math, and I learned that I was gonna have to take statistics, which ended up passing, y'all, which came in clutch because I didn't think I was gonna pass. But you know, school was hard, especially college. College is hard. I know I went to a school around like 40 minutes from where I'm from, but it still was difficult. It's not like I love my school, and it was just difficult. But let's talk about homecoming for a second. Homecoming was one of the funnest experiences of my life. I went to my friend's homecoming. I went to GHO. Anybody that's on here that knows what GHO is, I went to GHO. That was really lit. Me and my friends actually remain friends. Like, I don't really have a large friend group. I know a lot of people, but I don't have a large friend group. So me and my friends, we still remained friends. We still hung out whenever we had the time. Christmas break was so much fun. Even though a couple things happened, but Christmas break was really fun. Had a ball. It was really great. So college overall, let me stop. It was not boring. It was really nice. I miss school. I really do, y'all. So let's see, what was one of the scariest experience? Ooh, scariest experience on my campus, girl. So one night I was coming back from my boyfriend's house, and I, was chilling. I was texting my friend Rosemary, and we were talking about something so random. I don't even know what we were talking about. We were talking about something so pointless, probably. Ah! Y'all, I didn't even close my eyes for that. But we were talking about something so pointless, so probably. And, I'm in the car on my way. He didn't take me back. I decided to Uber back home. He was asleep. He was asleep, and he told me I should stay until he woke up, but I was just like, I want to go home. I wanted to go back to my dorm for so bad. I don't even know why, because all I did was sit there. And then I almost went to the library. Oh yeah, I did go to the library, but anyways. Also, I'm using the shade Indie Glow Queen. It's like a light purple. I would show you guys, but I'm kind of putting it on my thing already. But so he's already asleep, so I just decided to take it upon myself, kissed him goodbye, went inside my Uber, and I was on my way home. So I started walking towards my dorm, which was like one of the first dorms when you get on campus. As soon as I walk on, these guys are looking at me, come by me, are catcalling me. I'm texting my friend, like ignoring them. Then next thing you know, I lift up my head. They're next to me, still driving by me as I'm walking, and show me their gun. They pointed their gun at me, and I was like, bruh. I froze because, unfortunately, I had a friend that passed away a couple weeks before because of a shooting. So I was scared, but I was just like, I don't know. I was not really reacting so quick. So, because I didn't want to freak out, and it did freak me out when I got back. So I called my mom, and I told my friend who I was texting, and I told my boyfriend, and he was asleep, so he wasn't even seeing it until the morning, which was really, 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 really scary. Because your man's supposed to be like, who? So I was kind of nervous about that, but things ended up being fine. I just reported them. One of my friends actually said she saw them before, that they were telling her to go into the car as well. So I just thought they were really weirdos who just came from the city to the campus, because we live close to the city. So yeah, really, really nerve-wracking to think about now, but it is what it is. I need to blend out some more. But yeah, these are the two shades that I've been using, these two. So I'm gonna use probably this. This one looks really pretty. I also learned all about fraternities and sororities at school. I didn't really know too much about them. My sister, my oldest sister, she went to Howard. And, she's the one that, when I came to school, she's the one that kind of taught me about these frats and sororities. Along the way, the black ones. You gotta recognize that. But, I didn't know too much about them until my roommate Jordan, and she's the one that, also put me on with like learning about who they were, because I really didn't know the names properly, but now I do. So my sister always mentioned them growing up, but like I never like sat and took the time. Like my parents also were never in a fraternity or sorority. Wish they were, that would be lit, but they just weren't. So y'all, this low-key look good, but I'm gonna blend out real quick because I don't want to look scary. or beat up. So let me blow this up. But yeah, the parties are fun. Everything is so fun on campus. There's gonna be certain parties that you go to that are lame, and then there's gonna be certain ones that are like, bro, what? That was a night to remember. I wish I took some more pictures and videos at parties, not of myself, but of just where I was at, because it was a ball. But also, don't forget to like focus on your homework as well. You can get caught up really easily. I feel like I did have the time to focus. I just didn't, just because I wasn't really good at school until this semester, y'all. I got off of academic probation, and glory be to God, I'm so happy that I got off, because that was really hard. I didn't even tell my parents. They still don't even know. They probably will know if they watch this video, but yeah, I was struggling. I was on academic probation for a while. Now I'm off, so get at me, sis. Like, period. Statistics was really hard, especially when you're during Corona, y'all. Statistics, or even a science. I haven't taken science yet, but those are so hard to do at home. I don't know how. I applaud everybody who is graduating from online school, because I don't know how you did it. Like, that joint is hard, but it's hard. It is hard to do, but you know, round of applause. Round of applause to me, and round of applause to everybody else. I'm using this tiny concealer. No, this is a darker foundation that I got as a test trial from Fenty. This is their Pro Matte one. And I'm gonna just get this brush that I also got from Fenty and contour. Yeah, that's pretty much that. I don't really, also, for another freshman advice, drink your own drinks. I just want to say that, like, it did happen to me where I was laced at one point, and it was not a good day. We didn't even know how to get home. And then also, please do not bring everything. You do not need to bring everything. It's gonna be such a headache when you have to leave, and I'm telling you, because we had to leave so abruptly because of a pandemic. Like, it is not fun having to it's not fun having to just pack up your stuff like that and leave. So don't take so much, because it's gonna be a headache when you have to actually go. So, like, don't bring all your stuff. You will not wear all those shoes. You will probably cut up. I'm being so real. Okay, for me and my friends, we probably cut up like 15 to 20 times at school. If you go to parties every weekend, then that's different, but sometimes it won't even be lit during the weekend. So 15 to 20 times we partied. It wasn't even that deep. So now I'm gonna get this brush, and I'm gonna try and attempt to take this off and see if I don't look ashy or not. I also deleted the TikTok app, y'all. After I saw what they did relating to, like, Black Lives Matter, I was just like, we don't need to deal with that stuff. Like, as Black people, we are already going through so much. Seeing that we are being ignored on an app that most Black people use to laugh and stuff, we basically made y'all audience. So seeing that was really disappointing. So I just deleted the app, and I used it a lot too. I used it a lot to do some hair videos, makeup videos, but I don't need to do that no more. You guys see how that's like tinted? I don't. Girl, the flashback. We probably have groceries, but am I gonna get them? No. Okay, so this is how I look. I'm about to put some eyeliner on. I'm just going to be using Revlon Color Stay eyeliner, and my stepmom got it for me. So yeah, that's lit. Gonna use a Morphe eyeliner brush to define it. I want people to come for how I do my makeup. I just do my makeup, y'all. I just started to do eyeshadow. Woo, girl! Check that! Today I'm going to be using these lashes. Not sure where they're from, but I call them Natasha. As you can see, I labeled her. Natasha. I just use regular glue, regular strip lash glue. Sometimes I don't use tweezers, but today I'm going to. I got these lashes from Amazon. I was in need of new ones, so I was like, Girl. Did I wait for it to dry? No. So I'm gonna wait for it to dry. Support your local black businesses. Once again, just gonna say. Okay, let me relax myself. So here's me with one lash on. I'm back. I had to take a little potty break. It's gonna highlight my face, and the highlighter I'm gonna use is from this Morphe palette. Okay, babe. I mean, okay, sis. Okay, period. Okay, cuz, period. So for my lips, I don't do anything. But today I'm going to be using Clean Beauty. And I think I'm going to use the Cinnabon. The smell of this, I smelt it. Let's just see. Oh, look at that. And they're really hydrating. She actually is having a $2 sale. They're originally $4, and she's thinking of coming out with bigger sizes. So a bigger size than this, y'all. Get your money's worth and shop with them. Simple. Here's the finished look. I know that this little makeup tutorial, chit chat, whatever, was a little all over the place and confusing. But I just want to say thank you if you stuck all the way through to see the finished look. Shop at Clean Beauty. I will put her at below. It smells so good, and I actually really love this look. You know, I just want to say thank you for sticking through and watching this video. Subscribe, like I said it before. Everything in this video will be linked down below, or already has been linked down below in the other videos, so check that out. I just want to say thank you once again, and stay safe, and have a blessed day.